Hey, what's going on? It's Barrett. This morning I've had just lots of people asking, did I try the SSP and P burrs and the DF64V. Over the weekend I used it for some espresso. I kind of want some different beans to really put it through its paces. But I've been doing some drip, so I wanted to do a quick drip so people could see. We have it set on 600 RPMs, and I actually dialed it back to 55. I ran it at 60 this morning. I'm just curious. I want to see, am I going to get any more out of this if I drop it a little bit? So I'm just going to do 15 to 1 Chemex. We're going to put 20 grams in. Perfect. Roasted these over the weekend, late last week on my Kaleido. And let's fire this bad boy up. We can do a little RDT, just like a single spray. It does come with the bottle, and it does help quite a bit. And usually just kind of give it a shake. Turn the grinder on. We're at 600 RPM. Super quiet. I do feel like the MP burrs, they took longer in my DF64E. I feel like they take a bit longer in this one as well. We're really not sacrificing that much time, I don't think. We're not in it for saving a couple seconds, we're in it for good coffee. So let me zoom in. Okay, this grinder is still running. You can see there's nothing inside the chute, especially with that little spritz. And our coffee grounds are just awesome. We'll show you here in a second. I try to keep these videos as short as I can. We have our Chemex paper. If you've never made a Chemex before, it's kind of like a large piece of paper. And you have 3 sides of the flap towards the spout. And then the back side is just the single side. I usually like, these are the brown paper. I usually like to give it a rinse and toss the water. Kind of helps the paper form too. Then we're going to dump it. It also kind of helps get the Chemex preheated, so let's dump our grounds in. And then let's tare our scale. We're going to do probably about a 30-second bloom of 80 grain. Hopefully you can see. Let's start off with a bloom. Once we get this going, I'll fast track this video. So, did about 90 grams, but I like to get all the grounds wet and let all the gases kind of degas at the beginning. These are fairly fresh beans. I roasted them 3 or 4 days ago. I'd have to go look. And they've been pretty awesome. There are some older green beans that I had laying around that just were not very good out of my Gene Cafe roaster. And I used them initially to try out in the Kaleido, and the Kaleido it's a lot more capable. So let's top this off and we'll skip to the end. Okay, so drawdown time, I would say it was spot on. I really like the look of this one. You have just a little bit more around the edges, but this is like just crazy clean. So unfortunately with my MP burrs, I ran them on espresso so much that I never really used them a whole lot for the drip. So having them in this DF64V is really going to be nice. Okay, to wrap this up, I had it on setting 60 this morning. It was pretty awesome. I wanted to try to slow it down just a little bit, see if I get a little bit more extraction out of it. And we did it down to 55, 600 RPMs. These are the SSP and P burrs. In case you missed it, let's try it. Is this a little different? Trying to. I like the finer. I think it's a lot more bitey, but in a good way. Comparing to this morning, I feel like the filter was just like a tad more dirty, which it was just really clean on this one. So you're getting some of those nice flavors that I like to look for, and a little bit more balance, but you still get just like tons of clarity. So let's do one more. This could quickly turn into a nice combo that I like to use fairly regularly for myself. I do like the DLC burrs, just to compare and contrast. I really like the DLC burrs for espresso, and I was kind of surprised because I really wasn't like that wowed by the HU burrs, the high uniformity burrs. They're really good burrs, don't get me wrong. I was much more impressed with the DF83 high uniformity than I was with the DF64. Now these DLC burrs compared to the stock DF64, I like them more. I get a lot of mouthfeel, you get some clarity, but you're getting more that. You're getting more of the mouthfeel. You're going to really excel with some darker coffees. These are going to really excel with lighter coffees, fruity coffees, or that are just really clean drawdown on your pour overs. I'll do another video with AeroPress. I think the AeroPress in this is going to be a lot of fun. But pretty cool. I know people have been waiting for this one. I really don't have much more to say today other than that. I think if you ran with this combo, you're really going to like it. On espresso, you definitely lose a lot of the mouthfeel with this, but usually the beans that I'm running through these multi-purpose MP burrs, I don't really care about the mouthfeel as much as I care about the flavor. If you're going more chocolatey and dark, I'd go with the DLC personally, but it's going to be really tough. Might have to have two of these DF64V so I can run the stock DLC burrs in one and these multi-purpose burrs in another. So thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know if you got any questions on this. It's been a sweet grinder, so thanks.